Hey guys, it's Christine with Gauge Girl Training, and today I'm going to show you in my kitchen how I meal prep for the week. So the first couple things I'm going to show you are the ingredients I have and the few things that you will need. So I'm going to be prepping some boneless, skinless chicken breast. These I've purchased frozen from Trader Joe's, but you can buy fresh raw chicken breast or you can buy them frozen. I find it a little bit more convenient to get them this way. I have some sweet potatoes in a sack here, Trader Joe's. I have some asparagus, some garlic, some brown rice, and some broccoli. The first thing you want to do anytime you meal prep is you want to cook the longest item first. What I mean by that is the item that's going to take the longest to cook is going to be the rate limiting step for your meal prep to be efficient. So in this instance, the thing that's going to take us the longest is the chicken breast. So what I have done is I had preheated the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm actually going to take the chicken just raw as it is, and this is actually frozen, and I am going to cook it in the oven. First thing you need is a baking pan. I have some olive oil spray, which I'm just going to lightly coat it with. And I'm just going to take the chicken breast, it's frozen, rock solid, put it on here, and let it cook. Now, a lot of people will actually wait until their chicken breast is defrosted first, but what I find to be most effective is when cooking chicken is you want to cook it at a slow rate. What I mean is, you'll see I'll take you through the method once it's done being baked. But I put it in the oven, and we're going to leave it in there for about maybe 20 minutes or so. I'm only going to cook the chicken until it is 80% cooked, and you'll see why in a moment. While the chicken is cooking, the next thing we're going to do is prep our carbs. So I have two carbs of choice that I've selected for this week's meal prep. I have some brown rice here, and I have some sweet potatoes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brown rice, and I'm going to cook it in my saucepan. So I added the amount of water according to the cooking instructions on the bag of rice. So what I'm doing over here, as you can see, is I'm going to get this boiling, and then once the rice starts to boil, I'm going to turn it down and set it to low. We have chicken baking in the oven. We have rice cooking over here. The next thing we're going to do is prep the sweet potatoes. Now I'm going to rinse these first. What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to take them and slice them. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these sweet potatoes, put them on a tray, and bake them at the same time that my chicken is cooking so that we're a little bit more efficient. Now that I have my chicken baking, my brown rice cooking, and my sweet potatoes baking, the next thing we're going to do is prep the veggies. I have some asparagus, and I have 2 heads of broccoli. Now, when I cook my veggies, one thing I'm very particular about is I try to not add extra oil because that's going to count as extra fat to your meal prep. So I'm going to have my skillet. Just going to lightly coat it with some olive oil spray. I have a lime here. You can use a lemon. And I'm just going to squeeze this over them. It's going to generate some more steam. It's going to add some flavor without adding calories. And I'm going to, while it's going to put the lid on here and just capture that steam and let them cook some more. Alright, so now you can see my veggies are done. They're a nice bright green color, and I'm going to stage these in a Tupperware before I prep and portion them out. This is just going to be for the staging step, so all of the veggies are going to go in here. And what I'm about to do now is I'm about to take 5 cloves of garlic, chop them up, cut my chicken, and sear it on both sides. Alright, so I took my chicken breast and I had cut it horizontally, and I'm taking the pieces, putting them here. I have my skillet on high, and what I'm trying to do is I'm intentionally trying to burn like sear the sides because it gives the skin of the chicken just a little bit of crisp, and it makes a world of difference in the taste and flavor of the final product. Going to cover that. I'm going to touch base with my brown rice, which is done, so I can turn that off. And I'm going to check on our sweet potatoes, which are done as well. What's happening? A little bit of steam, but if you look, this is amazing. Some Bragg's liquid aminos. It's basically soy sauce, but lower sodium. So I'm just going to add a dash of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch batches. You can see I have one batch of chicken in here. I have a piece of Tupperware. This chicken's done. Taking it out. Can you see that? It's to die for. It's juicy. It tastes amazing. It smells amazing. Like, if you cook your chicken this way, you are literally excited to eat your meals because chicken can be very boring if not done right. Alright, so I'm back and I've literally only been cooking for about 30-35 minutes, and you can see that now I have containers of everything I need to portion out my food. So I have my chicken breast, some sweet potatoes, some brown rice, and some veggies. So the next step is I have my food scale here. This is something I purchased from Target. I love this thing. It's simple, it's easy. So I'm going to turn it on. And the first thing you can see that happens once it turns on is you get the zeros. So I'm going to put my Tupperware container on there. And you can see obviously the Tupperware container weighs something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tare it. So that sets the weight to 0. So now for my chicken, I'm going to show you a menu where this chicken requires 4 ounces. So you can see I'm about to put 4 ounces worth of chicken in here. So we got a 4.0. Alright, I'm going to tare it again. 2 ounces of veggies. We're at 2.2. It's a little over. It's not a deal breaker as long as you are plus or minus 10%. It's okay. And then I'm going to tare it one more time and add my portion of sweet potatoes. Alright, so there we have it. This is what an example of what one meal looks like, and I'm going to go through and prep and weigh the rest of my meals. So if there are any questions or concerns, you can shoot me an email, Christine@musclegauge.com. Check out my website, gaugegrowtraining.com, for information regarding custom meal plans and training plans. So take care, have a great day, and hope this video was helpful. Bye!